Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I take care of my birds of paradise for the spring/summer season. So if you guys are interested, keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy this video. Alright, so I'm starting off by first just assessing my plant just to see what it is that I need. I just tripped over the plastic there. I'm just seeing what it is that my plant needs for this season of care. And one of the main things that I will be doing for my birds of paradise this year is I will be straightening her. She has a lot of big leaves that are just kind of flopping over just because they are really heavy. So I want to make sure that I assess to that and move her more in the upright position. I'm starting off by just getting these sticks. I'll talk about these sticks in a little bit, so I'm just kind of sticking them in the soil just to see what leaves I want to straighten and what leaves can kind of still flop over a little bit. So I'm just starting off by assessing. Alright guys, it's me jumping in here. So I'm in my kitchen right now, and before we go outside and tend to December, I just wanted to come in here and share with you guys a quick little DIY project that I haven't actually tried before, but it was just something that I thought of last minute in my head, and I'm like, I think that would work. So basically, usually when your plant is leaning, you get these things that you can get at plant stores to stick in, and it kind of helps it not lean basically, but those things can get really expensive. So I was randomly at the grocery store and I saw these marshmallow sticks. Basically I saw these marshmallow sticks and I'm like, I wonder if I can use these as sticks to stick in the plant, double them up maybe, just so they can have the strength, because I get that they're flimsy, but if I double them up, maybe it'll work. I'm not sure if that made any sense. I'm having a really hard time explaining it. So my plan is to take these marshmallow sticks, double them up, so 2 and 2, comes with 4, 2 and 2, tie them with this twine. It's turkey twine, I think, or something like that. This is what I used to tie my turkey at Thanksgiving, but bind them together and make one of those plant sticks. I don't know how this is going to work. My original thought, to be quite honest with you guys, was to separate my birds of paradise, but the more that I thought about separating it, the more I'm just where am I gonna put all those plants? You know what I mean? I have a pretty decent sized house and not every room in our house has plants, and we don't have room to just be putting plants everywhere, especially such a big plant like December. Her leaves are very big, and even in the space that I have for her right now, she's really just taking over that whole space. So I'm like, how about I just cut back some of her leaves and just help her grow more upright instead of more wide. And with thinking that, then I'm like, well, then maybe I shouldn't separate her into 2 or 3 different plants, because where am I really gonna put them? Our basement, family room downstairs, it doesn't really get good lighting, and I don't want to put her in a place that doesn't get good lighting. So this is my next best move. So all right, back outside now, and now I am about to start cutting off the leaves that I don't want anymore. So I'm mostly cutting off the smaller leaves, the ones that have really big rips in them, or the ones that just are very small compared to the plant. So I think I cut a total of maybe just 3 of the leaves off, and I think it helped so much keep the plant looking as sleek as possible. And if you guys watched my first Birds of Paradise video that I made about a year ago, I talked about how sometimes it's important to sacrifice a few leaves so you can get more new growths. Next, I am going in and I am trimming some of the leaves. Some of the leaves had just some brown marks on them, and I'm just going in and trimming them just a little bit, just so it looks a little bit cleaner. Nothing too specific that I'm doing here, except just trimming off the brown spots. Not all of the brown spots I'm trimming off, but just some of them, just so it has more of a clean, refreshed look to the plant. Now that I've trimmed some of the leaves, I'm now going back in with these sticks that I just talked about previously, and now I'm actually really seeing where it is that I want to put these sticks. Based on the research that I've done, I just heard that the best way to help a plant leaf from leaning is put the stick in the opposite direction of where the plant is leaning or where the leaf is leaning, and that's basically what I tried to do. So I didn't want to put too many sticks in there. I wanted to keep it like a maximum of like 3 sticks, and I also wanted, when I did tie them up, I wanted them to have a little bit of room to grow. So I was just very strategic where I put these sticks, and then all I did was stick them in and then tie the twine to the leaf and the stick, and I tried to not tie it too tight, but tight enough to hold the plant leaf upright. So that's just what I'm doing right here. So because this leaf is my biggest leaf, you can't even see it on camera because it's the biggest and tallest ones that I have, I did double up on the stick a little bit. I kind of layered it. I didn't film that part because it was just really hard to capture, but I did double up and take 2 of the sticks, bind them together, and then it became longer, and then I used that to hold up my tallest and biggest leaf. And what I did was I tied it at the base and at the top of the leaf. So to be honest with you, I don't have a method for using these sticks. I just kind of went off of the little bit of research that I did and just my pure judgment. All I just knew is I wanted the leaves to be more upright than they were, and I just took that into consideration and just put the twine where I thought I needed a little bit more support, put the sticks where I thought I needed a little bit more support, but then I also wanted to keep it organic and I didn't want to stick leaves everywhere, so some of the plant leaves are still flopping over, but the overall look of the plant just looks a little bit more sleeker, more upright, and I feel like it just looks so much better now that I have a little bit more support in there. So there's not really a method here. So next, I'm just adding a little bit more dirt to the plant. This is actually something that I just read about this year, that, you know, when you're taking care of your plants for the new season, it's good to add a little bit more soil, dirt, just on top of it, because as you water throughout the year, sometimes the soil level does go down a little bit. So here I'm just adding a little bit more soil on top, and as you can see, it just gives it more of like a nice refreshing look. And obviously we cannot forget to wipe off those leaves. Those leaves get really dusty, and it's good to wipe off your leaves because that's how your plant gets their sunlight, you guys. They get their sunlight through their leaves, so it's a good idea to regularly clean off your plant leaves. And to be quite honest with you, I haven't done this in a long time, so I really went in and I cleaned almost every single leaf, also the stems, and I'm just using warm soapy water to do this. And lastly, I am just giving this big girl some water. As you can see, she desperately needs it. I had allowed her reservoir to completely dry out before I did this process because I knew I was going to fill her right back up. So I'm just giving her some water, and this is how she looks, you guys. Does she not look 100 times better? Like, just more upright, just more elegant, and I really like the way that she looks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are not already subscribed, don't forget to do that, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it or if you learned something, and I'll see you guys in my next upload.